See, I know Joe and Bernard and Karen and them are dumb, Brian, because if that was me all three times we're coming up the countryside, basically Joe and the Robo Knights assertion, the point that they're making is completely pointless. The war they waged all three times, or four times, was completely pointless. That they abused that kid and me all the time, no matter what. And it was completely worthless to prove their supposed leadership over the world. So when they did that all three times, that was me, multiple times, or those girls multiple times, and the Attila man came down. Like I said, they went and grave lifted. They went and lifted graves, grave digging and lied. And so as the Attila man did his blue in Colorado and here, it basically, like I said, Red Randy followed the same leadership and it failed. So Joe and their nightmare basically, and their assertion that it's needed for the world, their war, was completely pointless. That's all. That's all. They did it so many times, everybody pretty much watched it. So their whole, as they stripped reality away, it was the most pointless and needless war that those men ever came up with. It was that predictable. Like I'm saying, World War I, II, III, and like I said, they gave them a free black and white, and the group, the All-American, all them ruined it every time. So their abuse and torture session that they've done was completely pointless and worthless. Even if they're sitting in the golden land down there now, it's a fraud. So yeah, they were on the right direction, but he's still that delusional. So, like I said, there's not really talking to him. So they're basically pissed because one of them had sex with her, and he's pissed off now that it didn't work. And I'm like, I wasn't there. But, what do you want me to fucking do about it? Well, you loved her. Yeah. A long fucking time ago. She probably doesn't even remember me. That's what I mean, if she does, it was so long ago. But he wants me to love her and marry her, but keeps me away. And then while making everybody fat and whatnot. And that's his whole fucking thing. That's all he does. If we couldn't get the Jehovah Witness way back, that's his way of controlling it. But basically, the war that the group of those men waged was completely pointless and worthless the entire time. So it just proves that they were abusers and blew it. So, I guess. They're all wondering why they're stinking dumb. While the real ones who created it watch on. And yeah, it should be reversed around, Harry. But too bad you guys teamed up with a bunch of kids just so you could have sex with them. So, they built one for you, Harry and Joe. Riley. Amphibious Spaceman, GPS Night, and Dave's pathetic story to get away with his mass murder. That's all they do. Like I said, the one that fell on the ground down there, same direction. Stan drops one, same direction. Dave comes out to pretend to be hero. Perlita comes running. It's all in the direct followment of the supposed director, All-American, and the Attila. Everything's spread around and it's awesome. So, why are we getting fat? Because you guys touched the wrong one and you put the wrong name on there, Perlita. You took the Schwartz. They don't like Jews, but they'll change the name. You needed them, Perlita. That was like once in a lifetime when they were building that up. So it cut people open. This is no freedom. So they can pretend to be the guardians of the garden. But trust me, it's not the only place it happens. So. You guys flopped it around, Joe Reapers. You guys hate those people that much and tricked you those people to go to war with them over a birth. Give me a break, Joe. Your story down there is getting so pathetic. Why are we getting burned in and fucked up? Because you touched my stuff, Joe. Before Harry and them came through, I put a protection on it. Because I guess what? I knew that you guys were going to go after boats. David, I didn't live long enough, and they're not called pathetic kids. You have the most pathetic. You put that inside a gravestone, and then teamed up with Jim Jones and that stuff. You don't really get it. How stupid. Basically, Bernard and Karen did the same thing. You guys had the blue, the nice reality. So they knew I died down south, way down there. Then Karen and Bernard yanked it, or whoever yanked it, the Robo Knight, probably Robo Knight, yanked it. on me and Brian is another short one. And then you guys go, we bird you up here. And then you guys run this stint so you can try to fucking, I'm the experimentator, man. And you guys put 3 boxes, you can't figure out what your problem is. Oops. Remember, you had one raised down there based upon a war, and then Joe raised one, and then you guys put that stupid ass's face in one. So, and then you guys want me and Brian to raise one. Everybody's all expecting a big show. How can we? Oh, hand me down. Then they go running back towards you, Joe. I wonder why you guys are sick and greedy. So you can pamper them if you want, Joe, but then people figure it out, and it's the most pathetic carny show worldwide ever. That's the most desperate Bernard has ever got. So, that's how delusional he's getting. So, if you like that life, Bernard, but the international community is going to pretty much, you're going to be known as a liar. You're trying, those noses are so stuck up in the air. So, you guys are the ones that strip down reality. And see, the problem is, after those 2 incidences down there, Karen and Bernard, after you stripped it, and then you tried to set in another one with the 3 of us, and then Harry and Dave go proving this stolen the bit of the kid. What do you think people think? What do you think the real story? The government and then watched you guys. And you guys can't figure out what the problem is still. You guys basically proved it to yourselves, but you live in denial that you stole from Greg and all of them. And it shredded you all up. You guys are running your little protest about how gay fag you all are still. So, you can pretend all American. And you guys can pretend to be that girl, Karen, and whoever else, but Perlita, what Bernard and them did, recalculate some math, because you guys are pretty much fucked for the rest of your carny existence of cowboy country and western forever. It's all based upon murders. You see, Brian, they knew there was a relation there. As soon as they get one blue girl or 2, they flip. You're red tubes, Bernard. You have 3 in the hide Ellery's 3. Suck off of someone? So, neither of them were real ones. They saw the birth and they decided to copy it. And they drained off of those grave sites, which were saints in some of them. So, some of them were kids. So, they let you set up your paradise island in Atlantis. They're sure free. Whatever. Freeman's all. Just spoil them. But that's why you guys are building backwards. Start thinking about numbers, Bernard. Oops. It's kind of one of those things that you don't want to fuck up. Ever. Because once you guys do, that's what you get, Bernard. And that's what you're stuck being. Carny, cowboy, country, and western, and ghetto life. Spreading HIV and Hep C and all that nasty shit, and they're all proud of like, oh, look. Remember torture too, Bernard. That's what you guys will always be, and it stays in there. So see how you guys' birth stand in Bernard and Karen and your guys' assertion with the All-American? Perlita? Oops. You guys got problems, and will forever and ever and ever. With that dumb shit as your leader. And that's what I'm telling you, Brian. Don't help them. Let them fall flat on their faces like they deserve.